Hello and welcome to another Breakthrough Success Stories. It's a new initiative that we launched with the V Mentoring team and myself a couple last weeks. And today we have together with us Catharine. Catharine, hello, welcome from Canada. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's so emotional that we meet after 1 year, and for me it's like a celebration, but I really love to catch up with you guys, and thank you for accepting my invitation. So for those of you who are watching us for the first time, those are short inspirational stories of people that they have did it, they succeeded even though the pandemic, and they are here with you to ask them anything. Okay, so use the comments if you have any questions for us. We would love to address them, but most of all to actually get inspired from them and their stories. And actually, as I've been saying lately, even if we can actually inspire or one person to actually take action right now, for me that would be a great success of those live series. So let's start with you, Catharine. For those that they do not know you already, you were a participant of my first round of the fully booked translator formula that actually started, and now we close 1 year from then. And I would really love you to introduce yourself to those that they might not know you already. So a bit of your backgrounds, the service you provide, and so on.
Okay, well, hello everyone. My name is Catherine. I am a certified Spanish to English translator. I also work as an editor for non-native English texts and for English text that just needs some little fresh eyes. And I work as a medical interpreter as well.
Amazing.
So I have 3 different hats that I put on. And last year, we were all a little bit shaken by the pandemic. We weren't sure how everything was going to go. And I felt that my business needed a bit of guidance because I had been working steadily for about 10 years, but I hadn't seen much growth. The growth was always very slow, very incremental. So when I started seeing Virginia's promotions for the fully booked translator formula, I thought, well, can I afford to do it? And more importantly, can I afford not to do it?
Amazing.
What will happen if in 3 months I still have not done anything? I haven't reached out to new contacts. I haven't updated my LinkedIn. So for me, that was the bigger motivator. Can I afford not to do this? And so I signed up along with an amazing group of language professionals, and we started with 3 months of weekly check-ins. We had tasks that were very specific. Virginia wouldn't let us go too quickly because I think a lot of us were like, oh, we've got to get there right away. But it started very, very slowly with, looking at the big picture. What do you want to achieve? And then, she kind of trimmed it. Let's focus on one thing, one
At a
area
time.
or
Exactly.
three client groups, no more than that. You might want to translate for everyone, but pick 3. And so we started, I guess, populating our database was the first step. And then, after that, the next step was crafting some LinkedIn connection requests. We did cover letters for each group of clients. What else? Personally, because I do medical translation as well as general and legal translation, I have 2 sets of resumes and CVs that highlight whichever company approaches me. So being able to, over the next 12 weeks, develop all of these tools, I consider them as like tools in a toolkit. When I am approached by a company and they want to see my resume, I can quickly look them up, see what their focus is, and I just pick, I'm going to send them cover letter B because that's the one that's most tailored to them. So having all of that saves me a lot of time. It impresses my potential clients because I'm responding very quickly with something that's well prepared. I'm not just sending them something general, and it's led to more work. I've been picked up by more agencies, more direct clients. I've had the best year income-wise that
Wow, amazing. Amazing. Congratulations. And I was about to ask you, thank you for sharing your experience in the program. So you participated in a 3-month program in an international community. There were people from Panama, from Canada, Spain, Italy, UK. So it was international, Austria, Argentina. So it was an international community, and always I try to do that. Right now, I have from Los Angeles in this program. The last round has had people from Chicago, from North Carolina. So even though you're US based or Canada based or Latin America based or European market based, this process works. And this is really important that you mention that. And also we tailor the content to your own needs. This is why I take it step by step. So I see the big picture, what you want to achieve, and I break down all the goals that you need to achieve in order to reach at that point. And thank you for pointing that. But I was really interested because you just mentioned you had the best financial, okay, and in terms of income year. And for me, this is really inspirational. I really want to inspire people that they're feeling stuck right now or demotivated because of the whole crisis. Tell us a bit more about your success, because in the back scenes, like we just discussed already, Uruguay, wow, amazing. Are you going to join us? The next one is from Uruguay. Amazing. So let us know for success, because you mentioned so many in our private chat, and I would really love to share those. And I was telling you, please keep that for the video. Please keep that for the video, because you're sharing so much inspiring things so naturally that I think that's a great success. And I'm really happy for you. And let's inspire some other people as well. So please do share with us. So it was the best financial year for you in terms of income. So let's share a bit more of the successes that you mentioned already, that you just quoted the book, you told me. Amazing.
Yes. So,
amazing.
So I'm quoting for book translation. A lot of what I do is editing, and a translation company that had approached me for my certified translation services actually ended up sending me a lot of work.
Wow.
Doing revision. And some people don't like machine post-translation editing. I happen to really like it, and I think I'm good at it. So they keep sending me more work because I am a nerd and I'm wired to look for typos. And you know what, we can say this a better way, because everything that we do as translators, interpreters, or editors is to improve clarity and to increase the flow of communication. At the beginning of the fully booked translator formula, Virginia said, you know what, if you follow these steps, you can achieve a 10-figure month. And I did not think it was possible, but in April it happened for me.
Wow, I didn't know that. I'm listening the first time, guys. This is for real. I didn't know.
First time ever, but I don't think it will be the last time. And I wanted to also encourage anyone who is out there saying, I don't have time to commit to this. We met, I think, 2 hours a week, right? We met at the beginning of the week. We were given a task, and then we had to implement it. And then we met
in 1 week. We meet only once per week, but it is so intensive that you remember it was twice a week. So we meet once per week. Yeah, a lot of work. I know, but it pays off. As Irene said yesterday, hard work pays off. So we met only once per week, but I give you the time frame of 10 days in between. And this is actually how it's going to be the upcoming program. The same. I keep the same sim. So we meet in the beginning of the first week and at the end of the next week, just for you to have the right time in between to implement the task. But what we do in the same week, you receive an accountability form to complete. Maybe that is what you remember, when you need to include all of the tasks that you have implemented, your numbers and so on, so as to keep you accountable, okay, of your own tasks and actions. So I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. I think that was a key part of the program for me, because I have signed up for so many self-paced courses in the past, and I actually have a list of them on my bulletin board. There are 6 courses on there that I've signed up that are self-paced that I am at various stages, and that gets discouraging after a while because you feel like I'm just not moving forward. So with the mentoring program, because every week I knew I had to say something, do something, I actually was able to implement a lot of the things that for a long time I'd wanted to do. I knew I had to do, update my LinkedIn profile, write cover letters, start a database of clients, even find the client groups on LinkedIn and ask to join those groups and start sending connection requests, because I knew that if I didn't do anything, not that Virginia would be mad at me, but I wanted to make her proud of me.
And
so
you
that
do, you do.
that really helped to be able to say, okay, this week I did this week, next week I know what my steps are. So I also wanted to encourage anyone who feels like they don't have a lot of time to devote to this, because I am a work from home mom. I have 3 kids, including twins. I've homeschooled them for the past 10 years, not just in the pandemic. And I needed to find a system that I could implement quickly and that would be effective and that wouldn't take a lot of time. So streamlining is very important to me. And that's why I felt that, investing in these 3 months has actually paid dividends all year. And I told Virginia, I haven't implemented everything from the program. She has this amazing system where you can contact hundreds of LinkedIn contacts per week. And
don't disclose all about it. Our secrets.
Well, it's amazing. But what I did do was update my LinkedIn profile. And even with that, you get lots of feedback. And then another participant in the course, shout out to Mario, he went through my Spanish profile and redid the translation for that. He translated all of my cover letters and LinkedIn connection requests. So we had that partnership going. And I have had so much work just from inbound marketing. I actually haven't had to do outbound.
I need to recap what you've already mentioned, because you mentioned 3 very, very important things. First of all, even if you didn't implement 100% of the tasks, you actually became fully booked by just implementing the tasks that you felt comfortable with, okay, or time-wise. That's up to you. So you can see results by just implementing half of the things that we teach in the program. Secondly, which is really, really important, I think many translators already and participants of my programs mentioned, is actually that you create partnerships and you actually collaborate with other colleagues in the program. So the networking and the team that we work, all of us together in a group, actually forms partnerships and collaborations even after the program has ended. So for me, it's also really important that you actually cooperate with each other to cover different specialization, different language combinations. Mario translated your own LinkedIn profile. So those are really important for me, and it has been mentioned as a great advantage of the program from other participants as well. And the last thing that you mentioned is actually that you just have seen that growth in your business with just inbound leads. So you don't need to actually use aggressive sales methods to reach the 10,000 euros per month that you just mentioned you did. And it's real, guys. I'm not just talking on my own here, thank God. So it's real, and you can achieve that. And imagine that you can achieve that with less than 100% implementing everything that we teach. You can choose what applies to your own situation, business model, personality, and actually you can reach the point of having 5-figure months with only inbound leads. And thank you so much for sharing that. And I wish that we inspire at least some people to actually take action, to pursue their dreams, because it's totally achievable. You did it. So I think everyone can do that, okay? And it needs work, but still, thank you for sharing that.
Well, if I could do it, then anyone can do it, because
I believe that.
I would consider myself a marketing chicken. I like to work, but I'm afraid to put myself out there. But I did see that just by mainly implementing the LinkedIn profile tips. Virginia, also in one of our private sessions, you went through my website and gave me some tips. So I applied to a local community organization and received a grant this year to redo my website. And so that was also done. So some people say, oh, I saw on your website you do editing, and can you edit my book? Or I have some blog posts, can you edit those? So that's all inbound. That's what I can handle right now. And as a busy mom, as an entrepreneur, as a linguist, it's going very well. And yeah, like I said, if I can do it, you can do it too.
Thank you so much, because I remember that you mentioned two things right now, that you are a mom working from home with 3 children, and you have had time management issues and completing self-paced programs. I need to say two things here. For example, I've been repeating myself, but I think that self-paced programs are dead right now and are not definitely the future. And I really would like to mention the difference between this program and why this program actually helped you, because it's not self-paced. I don't provide recorded videos. I'm always live with you, which means that there's an interaction. I can give you feedback right away. You can ask questions right away. And the fact that there is accountability in this program, so you implement during this time frame, you have specific deadlines that you can meet if you wish. Of course, no one is going to punish you, but it's for your own growth and success. And definitely there is the accountability that you have someone to check for you. Did you complete that? Did you have any problem? And the other very important thing that you mentioned, because I hear a lot from other translators that they tell me, I'm an introvert. I cannot go out there myself. I don't really like marketing. I don't know how to go out there and market myself. I don't really like aggressive sales methods and so on. And I think that my program only applies to people that they are extroverts, or they really love marketing, or they are ready to expose themselves. So thank you for mentioning that. So what would you say to someone that they are so busy like you, they have 3 kids, for example, or very limiting time to join such a program? What would you tell them how they could actually achieve both, like being in such a program and having a busy, complete life with children, family, having a business on their own? And actually, how did you actually overcome the part of being an introvert and seeing the results that you would love to see?
In terms of time, I think that if you're busy, this is actually a very good investment.
Exactly. That's the right
time. Because it means that you will accomplish more in a short period of time than in, 5 years, 2 years, however long you've decided that it will take you to get to the next level in your business. So by working really hard for those 3 months, I've been taking in new work and new opportunities all year. If I decide to go to the next level in my marketing and start doing more outbound marketing, I already have the tools in my toolbox. I have the connection requests written. I have my cover letters. I have my CV ready to go. So that it's just a matter of implementation. So if you don't have time, it's a good program because it saves you time down the road.
I always say,
sense?
yeah, because we give the same answer. When they tell me I'm very busy right now, I cannot join, this is the right moment to actually join such a program, because not only helping you to implement things, but it's for busy people. It's for people that they want to scale up their business. They want to see growth. And if you're always busy translating and you never take any action, towards marketing and growing strategies, you won't see that growth. And now we're discussing with Catharine, behind the scenes, actually growing and scale up methods. Now, what's the next step that she can take in order to keep growing her business? So this is something that you shouldn't be scared of, the growth. And actually, when you reach that point, because this is natural, it will happen if you follow the steps, then is the moment to, readjust your strategy to actually keep continuing seeing growth and adjusting your life into that. So thank you for mentioning that as well. Anything else you would like to mention about the introvert or something else?
Well, if you're an introvert, this program is also for you because it shows that you can get clients without having to do live videos. This is my first live video ever. So
amazing.
I just want to thank Virginia because
you're getting out of your comfort zone with me, and I really appreciate that. And I'm honored. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
But it is important to, as a language professional, you do need to let people know that you're out there. You might be the best translator in the world, and if nobody knows, then you won't have enough work, or you won't be able to work on the projects that you would really like to. So this program is good for introverts because it will up your inbound marketing game, and it will give you a safe and non-threatening way to do outbound marketing through through LinkedIn connection requests, for example.
Yeah, definitely. This is why I keep saying this is tailored to your needs. You don't need to apply everything. You just need to choose the strategies that they apply to your own personality and situation and business model and so on. Thank you so much, Catherine. So last thing, that before we close this lab, because you mentioned great things today, I'm so happy to listen to such stories. You've reached the point, okay, of financial success, whatever you call it, but 5-figure months, for me, it's a great success. You actually quoted for a book. Translation or editing is the project of the book?
It's a translation.
Translation, amazing, huge. You're already fully booked with editing projects. You are taking a new certification there in your country. I don't know what else to say for your success, but is there any tip of someone who would like to reach that point and they would like to call themselves successful as you call yourself right now? I'm really happy for you. What tip, practical tip or mindset tip, whatever you would like to share with those people that you think that this helped you to actually reach that point?
I think the first tip is to just start.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put it off. Don't think, okay, one day I'm going to do this. If you'd like to do it one day, why not today?
Exactly. Amazing.
What's different about next year?
Why not today? Yeah.
What's different about next year? And this is something that, Virginia just told me. You might have your big picture, but then break it down into, what do you want to accomplish this year? What do you want to accomplish in the next 3 months? How about this week? What's one step that you can take? So break it down into steps, and then just do that one little thing that will make a difference in your day today, that will make you more productive today, and then on a weekly basis, it will grow from there.
Okay, start now. Great advice, because I get so many messages. I will do it next time. When is their next round? I don't have time right now. Now is the right time, guys, because first of all, I don't know when will be the next round, most probably next year. And definitely it's never the right time. We always will have something else in between. We will always be busy. We will always having other things going on in our lives. If you're thinking about joining, I think this is the right time, because now you need it the most. Thank you, Catherine, for being here with me. It's a really pleasure to have you here. It's an honor for me to have worked with you in the past. You're such a great personality, character, and entrepreneur, if we can say, of course. And I can't wait to see more successes the next time we meet, and to tell me even greater stories of your progress. Is there anything else you would like to share before we close?
I am just thankful for the opportunity, and I'm glad I took this step when I did. And I'm glad that, Virginia, you've remained available for, ongoing questions and things like that. One thing I would like to mention about mentoring is that once you're given something to do and then you implement it, it's important to go back and get feedback on it. That might be where I dropped the ball, because I think the relationship is more valuable when you put it into practice and then get feedback. Right? Exactly. So that's maybe why I just stopped at inbound marketing and didn't continue. But I think now Virginia has a program for that too. So.
Yeah, because this is what I see. I try to cover the needs of people working with me. So I try to tailor to your needs whatever I do. So they told me I need you annual next to me. So it doesn't really make sense to have such an intensive program for a whole year, because it's really intensive, the 3 months. But having the choice, you can choose to work with me on an annual basis in a self-paced mode, but actually to get feedback to your work and to have someone accountable for your actions. For me, this really works. And actually, this is something that you asked me so to create. And I hope to see some of you there as well, but it's only for graduates of my program. It's only the annual program. It's only for those that they know already the process. They have worked in the 3-month program. So the annual makes sense because it's self-paced to actually continue doing what you've learned on an annual basis. And thank you so much. And for those, because I see some questions, the fully booked translator formula is the first program, and the LinkedIn prospecting system is the successor of the have the same theme and structure. They are weekly mentoring sessions and Q&A session and tasks to implement. The fully booked translator formula is the starting program, and the successor, that those that they complete the fully booked translator formula, they can join the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system to focus on LinkedIn, getting clients and growing their business on LinkedIn. So thank you once again for your questions. I see some personal questions, and I really shared the link to book a call, free call with me to answer them, because if they're so personal, I need your feedback to some point to give you targeted answers, okay? So definitely book a free call with me to answer those questions, because I see them really personal. And last thing, because you mentioned that, and I really feel proud, and you mentioned that behind the scenes we were, like you mentioned, this is the best ever program that I joined, even though it was the biggest investments as well. So just to cover that and then close with this, if there is something else to say about that.
Well, I mean, I've taken a lot of self-paced courses in the past, and I felt that because this was an intensive program and because there was accountability and feedback, and I was actually, you know, forced to do the work, it was the most effective program that I've taken, and it was the best investment in my business that I've made to date. So don't think of it in terms of cost, you know, think of it as an investment, because even if you do just part of the work, you will see results. I saw results, and I'm not, you know, marketing superhero.
And you saw the greatest results. Okay, I think it's a goal of everyone to reach 5-figure months. So thank you for mentioning that as well, Catherine. Thank you for being here. As I've been repeating, thank you for being in my programs, and I hope to keep in touch, and next time to have you in any live with greatest success, even more, to share stories with you. Thank you, all of you, for being here live with us. Okay, Catherine, you stay here with me, and I close the live. See you later on with our Q&A live session today. If you have more questions, I will address them at 5 p.m. Central European time. So bye-bye for now. Thank you, Catherine. And
thank you for having me.
Thank you.